Hello friends, I'm so sorry. Yay, hi, hello Morningstar, my goat is finally live, nice to see you. I'm so sorry this is the stream you made it to, cause I'm dropping frames and I'm trying to figure out why. And also hello Mercer, hi everyone, thank you for bearing with me, I'm struggling. I don't know what the issue is. Now I feel more stressed. You got this, King, thank you! Everyone say hello to Morningstar. Morningstar is from TikTok, and we love them. They're very supportive. Okay, I might just lower my bitrate a little bit and see. Oh, Saucy has heard my plight and has come to help. Say hi, Saucy.
Hello.
Okay, hello. Let's try that again. Hi, welcome to stream. That was a fun first 20 minutes. Hello, Morningstar. Hello, Mercer. Welcome, welcome. We're doing VTuber lore today. Or at least we would be if my PC wasn't having a fit on me. It's fine. We're good. We're good. So, I'm trying to remember where I left off with explaining all of this. So joyous and excited. I'm joyous and excited too. Thank you, Morningstar. The plan for today. I'm not great at writing. I have to become great at writing at least a little bit to do VTuber lore. Because my plan, my grand vision, my little sneak behind the curtain for you guys for where I'm planning my VTuber debut. My grand vision is that we'll start on that like little countdown starting soon screen that I have, and then we'll fade in and I'll have like a nice little animatic of all my VTuber lore. It'll be like a minute or two long, and then after my VTuber lore, we'll fade in and I'll get to reveal my model. That's the vision. So to do that, I need lore. And generally, I want to have a little bit of a story behind my VTuber, so we're gonna do some lore. Hell yeah! Yeah! I think it's exciting. I think it seems like epic and cinematic and cool and not cringe, hopefully. I guess that'll come down to how I write it. So, I'm not the best writer. I prefer to draw and design and all of that, so I can story tell. We really just need to come up with the story beats. So, what I did, to be cringe is to be free. So true, so true. I do need to embrace that more, maybe. So, what I did yesterday, did I bring the notebook? That's actually a really good question. What I did yesterday, I was at work. I was working a shift. And what I did in a couple of downtime moments at my shift is I have this little notebook that I write stuff in sometimes, and it's small enough that it fits in my pocket. So I have this little notebook, and I wrote down some ideas for what the lore could potentially be. And because I'm a very visual person and I like sketching, we're now going to work through the process of the lore in my brain and get it onto the paper and try and figure out what that is, what the lore is gonna be, what it's all gonna look like, etc., etc. I feel like I'm never very good at explaining things. We're doing a sketchbook page about VTuber lore. Sounds peak. Thank you. Okay. Let's bring you down to the desk now. Oh, I hit my VTuber. Whoops. Come back, me. Hey, that one? Yeah. And then I can just be over in this corner here. I feel like I'm a little small. I can be like a little bigger. We did this page on this side, or we started it a couple weeks ago. Week before last. Something like that. I think this last Sunday? I honestly can't remember. I think it may have been last Sunday that I did this spread. Or I guess, no, last Sunday? Last Sunday was over Christmas. I did this like a couple weeks ago, yeah. So I did this. I started it. I don't really like it. I want to nibble your art style. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'll show you a better page. You deserve that at least. I like this page way better. I'm probably not going to finish that other one right now. I'm not very happy with it, so we're just going to like skip over that page. I like this one. I like drawing muffins a lot. Wowee! Yeah! Thank you. We're probably just gonna skip over this. I might do something cool with this page, so we're gonna skip over that, and we're gonna have a glorious two-page spread to work with for ideas. Uh, and I have for us. I should have set this up before stream. I have for us. Nope, not that one. Window capture. It doesn't want to show it. Uh-oh. Why do you not want to show it? No. Is it because it's full screen? What did I do? Okay, I see. Please bear with. There we go. Oh, that is my entire screen. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna hide that real quick and we're gonna make some adjustments. But I have a little Pinterest board, is the point I am really clunkily trying to make. That, we're gonna close that window, put that one there. Had to swap over to my table to get premium muffin content. Oh, I'm glad I'm worthy of the premium experience. Thank you. It's okay. You're witnessing me just like doing tech stuff right now anyway, so you're good. It's a good time for that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna shrink this so we just see the board. I made a little Pinterest board. It has 5 things on it, but I that's all I really found that I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let me put it behind my head. We're gonna make it little up there and put me on top of it. There we go. Very good. Len mentioned, yeah, I just like this pose. I've been big into drawing poses off of figurines lately. So half of my boards are just like some kind of anime figurine on them because I just like want to yoink their pose a little bit. I'm a big Vocaloid fan though, so I often find myself gravitating towards the Vocaloid figures. The perfect combination. Hell yeah. Okay. We got that, and then I have one more image. Hang tight, I've got one more image. I'm hoping the setup is worth it because I feel like it's just chaos right now. Uh I love Vocaloid. Oh, you're in good company then. I also love Vocaloid. I'm very sad the Miku Expo, the North American Miku tour is this year now because it's 2026 and I don't get to go to it. I'm very upset. There we go. Oh, it's big. It's very big. No, I know, right? Yeah, it's quite expensive. It's I don't know, like I'm in Australia and she never comes here. Ooh, that's rough. I mean, Australia, that sounds interesting, but yeah, no Miku is a little sad. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put this like below you guys. There. I get to look at it, you don't. I actually think that looks so god awful, and I probably shouldn't put it there. Oh my god, Racer! 11 months! Ah! One more month, baby, let's go! That's very exciting. It'll be on VTuber debut, Mercer. It'll be 12 months on VTuber debut. How hype is that? That's so exciting. We're just gonna like pop this down behind me. There we go. That's all the reference. Hell yeah, it's well deserved muffins. Thank you, thank you. You're so sweet, Mercer. You're so kind. All right, now we can get drawing. So I have in my little book here. Um, the main idea. Pay for our muffins. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to. I'm free. I always will be. But if you feel so inclined to pay, I do very much appreciate it. Okay, so what I have written down, and the concept of what muffins has kind of always been, at least since I came up with the jackalope version of them. Let me move my head so you can see the jackalope version. You guys probably know what it looks like at this point. But the concept of the jackalope version has always kind of been that there's some form of forest guardian, and that's about all I got. Um, so the ideas I was kind of playing with yesterday. Was that like because we're doing some cryptid theming, right, with the jackalope. So the idea is that like the cryptid creatures were brought into existence to guard the forest and the land that they live on. And yeah, they're trying to keep it safe from the evil industrialization. It's already getting too real. Um so I have the note that oh, you can kind of see my book here. My handwriting is very messy, so I don't know if I want to show this. I'm just gonna read it to you. That's so cool. Wait, oh, thank you. Um, so Muffins would be then like the ancestor of a long line of cryptids who were keeping an area of the earth safe. And the cryptids before them in the lineage would have used more like fear tactics, like the way people think of cryptids being like, oh, spooky, like you think of stuff like Goatman or Mothman or like even like Bigfoot to an extent where they're like kind of creepy, like they're monsters, you wouldn't want to meet them. So they kind of use the oh, nature can be dangerous sort of methodology to keep people away and to keep the forest safe. But Muffins looked like this. Muffins is small and also like a rabbit. Spooky, yeah. So Muffins is not as capable of being all scary and spooky and keeping people away from the forest and being able to protect it. And so we'll have it so that potentially I say this like it's fact, but we're gonna workshop this today. This is the foundation. But my thought was that's a better way to say it. My thought was that we'll have the big bad like business people. I feel like I'm just doing the Lorax again, but like kind of like that. The big bad business people are trying to take over the forest and reclaim it as like a big industrialized city. And so Muffins has to try and find a way, despite not being very strong, to defend their home and to defend the people. That's the concept I started with. That's kind of my synopsis of the story. Um, and then I kind of worked up from there. Wow, 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 wow. Yay. Okay. I'm feedback is good. Feedback is good. Thank you. Uh, the idea I kind of worked up from there is that we'd be starting with like this really like desolate place where it's like been completely flattened and it's like a city, a big like industrial work city. Think like I don't want to say sci-fi because I feel like sci-fi cities like look really cool, but like kind of like really super huge city, no nature in sight, all techie. You're so creative. Oh, thank you, Morningstar. That kind of big, crazy, over the top city. It's and yeah, not a nature in sight, not a tree, not a leaf, not a grass. It's the city from the Lorax movie. But then, nature gets mad. I like doing like nature apocalypse stuff like all the time, so I'm finding a way to kind of work it in. Then the nature, the world that it's all built on gets upset, and takes it over and grows it into this like super cool, I don't know, grown over city. Nature apocalypsed city. No muffin materials in sight. Well, yeah. I don't know. Muffins is just my name, man. I feel like my story isn't gonna have actually too much to do with like muffins or baking. Um, but yeah. And no muffins bunny hole in sight, actually. That's a good point. Um, yeah. So we have this now like super overgrown nature apocalypse city and guardians of that city who kind of work in the shadows, run around. The people can't see them. The people are like kind of afraid to cross them. But after time, the guardians of the city like kind of die off, and the only ancestor of the guardians is little muffins, small little muffins who doesn't isn't really scary. The people who are trying to reindustrialize the city aren't really scared of them. So instead of working with like scariness and fear and all of that, they instead try to get to know the people of the city and try to connect with them, and be friends. And then it could end with like a super cool, fun, evolved form because I like magical girls and I want to do that shit. So that's about where the thought process is at. That was a lot of storytelling. We're like 30 minutes into the stream, and I have not put a pencil on the sketchbook yet. Oh god, is it snowing outside again? It totally is. No! That was awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. Let's just start drawing now because we're not gonna get anywhere if I don't actually workshop this story a little bit, right? I want to do like something like this. I think I need to mount my camera somewhere else again because I think it is shaky. I'm fighting such a battle of like trying to balance having my camera in a good spot that I can record, but not blocking my VTuber tracking. You live in the land of snow. I don't think it should be the land of snow. There are snowier places than here. Yeah, you're right, Mercer. We should have, I don't know. I definitely want to do like a little glowing eyes moment. Fun fact about my new VTuber, I've set it up so that I do have some lighting effects where I can make my eyes glow, which will be very cool. I wish it was snowing, dying in Australia heat. Oh yeah, it's probably pretty hot there. You guys like even on like very rare occasions ever see snow, or is it like, I mean, what I know about Australia is that it's like almost always like toasty toasty there. So I wish you luck. I love to complain about being cold though. I freeze always. I feel like I'd be better in a warmer climate, but I don't know if I could do Australia. My buddy is also from the snowland. His job is literally to clear snow for 6 months, then he doesn't work until next winter. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that's a very, I mean, it's a very needed job, but it's probably pays pretty well too, because we will like just die if no one clears the snow. We need to get places. In certain places, it can snow, like Tasmania. Oh, okay, that's cool. I feel like when you picture Australia, you don't picture snow, so that's very neat. I love being cold. I guess if you like get too much of one thing, right, the other seems way more appealing. Because I'm in Canada and it's always fucking cold here. Like, we get like a few months of warm. We get like 1 or 2 months of warm, and then it goes back to just be freezing. Bro gets to just stay home for months. It's not fair. Here, Here we name all of our snowplows, so it's awesome. That job sounds so awesome. Maybe you should move here into it, Mercer. You could drive a cool snowplow. But yeah, our snowplows are all like named by vote, and there are some really good ones. I'm like a little afraid of driving in the winter, and one of like my coping mechanisms for driving in the winter is just to look at the active snowplow map and laugh at the names and be like, "Ah, yes, look at the silly snowplows taking such good care of us." Kind of a dumb method, but I think it works, so maybe it's not dumb. I feel like I'm still not super used to drawing at my desk. I took such a long break from doing sketchbooks that now, like, having a camera in front of me feels foreign again. My VTuber tracking is actually working quite nice for me today. Sometimes it doesn't, but I'm actually considering maybe moving my tracking camera again. I know I move it so much. You guys actually maybe don't know that, but I move it a lot. I like your mouse pad or whatever's under your book. Oh, thank you. This is actually just like scrapbook paper that I've taped down to my desk so that I would have a nice background. It's my drawing one. And then I have like an Evolutions mouse pad that goes on my desk when I'm not drawing. Why does my pencil lead does not want to stay intact? Come on. I might need to put new lead in this pencil. Come on, buddy. Do we feel like working today? There we go. Yeah, I just need a new one. Okay. Yeah, it still feels strange. I gotta get more used to this. I was in such a rhythm for a while before the great flood of 2025 of like doing good work at my desk, but now I'm like, I'm not used to it. I need to practice more, I guess. Ooh, fun update also. So I did we did Christmas with my side of the family, with my family, on January 1st on Thursday, because I was down with Saucy's family for Christmas this year. So we did my gift exchange with my family very recently. And we're all gonna have to say big thank yous to my parents because they got me a new monitor. And it's like a very nice gaming monitor. And I'm very excited for it. I don't have it set up just yet. I'm still borrowing one of Saucy's monitors. Um, but this thing is nice. I'm gonna have to make some room for it though, because it is very big. So I got new stream stuff and I'm very excited. I think the next thing on my list of items to try and pick up for streaming is a stream deck. But that's gonna have to wait a while because good stream decks are quite expensive. I'm gonna do this with Posca pens, I think. Where are they? Where are my Posca pens? There they are. That sounds so cool. It is. I really haven't gotten too good a look at it. It's been living in its box, but I am so excited about it. I had like one glance of it when I first got it, and then I like it's been in its box since. So I'm really excited to open it up and see exactly what it's like. Okay. Let's do this to start. My favorite thing about toned paper is that any sort of like paint or anything on it pops so much. It's beautiful. So we're gonna use that to our advantage with the eyes. Big glowing orbs, exactly. I don't know, I love doing glowing eyes. I feel like I haven't done them on a character in a while just because I haven't really had anything that's warranted it. So I'm getting the chance now. We're running with it. We're doing it. I'm gonna need to reactivate this pen a little bit. No, it seems to be working fine. Maybe I should just let the stuff I have on the page dry first. That might be a good idea. Okay. And we gotta, like, actually think about this. So the thing I maybe want to use the back page for here is designing like a big book cover, because I'm thinking that's kind of how I want to do like the presentation of the lore is with like a big like storybook or like lore book kind of thing. I'm definitely gonna need to bring some black in there, but it's looking pretty cool. So we might design that. And then, yeah, we'd have to kind of figure out what the city would look like. Figure out, I think for any other people in the story, I just want to work with silhouettes for that. Just because otherwise that is a lot of character design for me and not a lot of time in which to do it. So I think we're going to work with silhouettes for anyone else in there. And I don't think they're like as important to the story anyway, so we can kind of work with silhouettes. I kind of know what Muffin's little house looks like because obviously that's what my background is going to be for streaming. So I kind of have that designed already, although I should probably like think about what the outside of that house will look like. Because I really only have the inside done. And then we're doing a list. We're trying to do a list of everything I need. Then we're gonna do. Maybe like an evolved Muffin's form. We'll start thinking about what that like magical form could look like. I think we will still also only show that in silhouettes for the lore video. And then maybe in the future we could do that as a new Muffin's outfit. Where'd I get my gloves? They look comfy. I think they're just from Amazon. They're just here because I get really dry skin on my hands and I try to not scratch it. And they keep my hands warm in the cold months of the winter. I'm very bundled up today. My sweater is also incredibly fuzzy. And I have a hot cup of matcha beside me. We're just engaging full cozy today. It's lovely. Should probably make notes if there's like anything I still want to deliberate on in the story. I think I do have like a very strong basis. They get dry from all the fire art you make. Yeah, we're gonna go with that, Mercer. It's definitely not allergies. Shakespeare speaking facts. Aw. Maybe it's a combination. It's fire art and allergies. It's because I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to my cats. Unless you're allergic to fire art. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe I have to stop drawing. I don't like doing this with a paint pen. I want to do this with a different marker. What do I have? I have a Sharpie. Is this Sharpie like good at all? It'll work. This is much nicer to color with. Cat reveals, meow meow machines. I have a bunch on our Discord. I don't think I have any images ready for stream, but maybe I should. I have two cats. One is old, one is young. The old one is a tortoise shell. Her name is Pippi. She is lovely but kind of cranky, and she loves my dad very much and tolerates everyone else. But we love her all the same. She actually does really like being in my room. She likes to sneak in and sleep on my bed. And I have a box of Lucky Charms in my room, and she keeps trying to knock them over and eat them. Wait, you have a Discord? I do have a Discord. You can type exclamation mark in chat for the link, or it's down below in the panels, and you can just press on the panel that says Discord, and it'll take you there. And then we have a young cat. It's technically my brother's cat, but she loves me, so I include her in my cats. And her name is Earl. She's a little black cat. She's a gremlin, but she's very funny, and we like her. She likes to jump on things and destroy our house. She has like this little dangly mouse on a string type toy that she likes to play with. And every morning and every night she follows me around and she screams at me until I play with her. And she's very precious. But yeah, I have a pet, I have like a designated pets channel in the Discord, and I do believe that there are images of both of them on there. This kind of looks really bad. Hold on. I might add more shadows. I think it kind of looks weird just having like my outline shadowed, the silhouette shadowed. Maybe we'll I'll use these. I was talking about these last stream as well. The Stagefler, I still can't say the name. These line art pens, I really like them. They're very good. Except I think they're starting to die because I've been using them a lot. Very spooky. Very spooky. Except it's gonna be revealed that it's not that spooky, it's just muffins. Beautiful. That'll work. I might actually cross hatch it. Officially joined the Discord. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the Discord, Morningstar. That's where I put like stream schedules. I've got go live notifications, and I just talk on there sometimes. Sometimes I post pictures of my sketchbook. Beautiful. That's a start. Let's use this Len pose now, shall we? We'll do a muffins drawing to get warmed up, because I feel like this always helps. It's been so long since we've done just a designated sketchbook day, hasn't it? I've certainly like fallen off with art in 2025. I had so much trouble like creating for a while in 2025, just because of like how I ended up balancing my sketchbooks and my inspiration and the work I did for school. I ended up not sketching for fun a lot, and that kind of sucks. That was kind of rough. So one of my goals for 2026 is to just like draw more and draw for myself more. So now I have a personal sketchbook and a stream sketchbook and a school sketchbook to kind of like divide those aspects of art up a little bit better. And it allows me to have better ideas and have more fun drawing, and I think that is very important. So hopefully we'll do more designated drawing streams. I'm really just looking forward to the summer so that I am able to stream more. That's what I'm really excited for. Honestly, just a few more months. I'm typically done classes in April, so we won't even have to wait that long until I'm back to more regular streaming. And it also means I have to work more, but we're not going to talk about that. Sometimes I just get my little brother to draw random lines in my sketchbook so I can turn them into something. Oh, that's so cute. Like kind of like the blob exercise, the cloud gazing exercise. That's so cool. I drew that like way too long. Oh my god, no. Where's my eraser? Where is it? Do I not have it? Oh no. I don't think I have my eraser with me. Uh, we're just gonna draw over that and pretend that that didn't happen. I don't think I'm gonna make my legs quite as long as this figurine, but I feel like I've fucked the proportions so royally here. And I don't have an eraser. Oh god, oh no. I have one in here. I have a mechanical pencil with an eraser. Okay. We gotta fix this. This looks so bad. Hold on. How long have you been drawing? Oh, that's a big question that I have to think about. I mean, probably all my life, but like seriously, actually like being into art and drawing since I was about 14, I think. I think that's like when I actually got into like sketchbooking and maybe like taking art a little bit more seriously, designing characters, all that jazz. I'm doing this off the table because otherwise my camera will violently shake and I don't want to do that to you guys. Oh, we've got ads starting soon. Oh no. I might actually go take like a minute break while ads run. We'll see. Let's try and block this out a little better here. Gonna do the head like a little smaller. The ears are gonna get chopped off, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, their ads go. I'm gonna go take like a minute. I will be back by the time ads are done. See you guys shortly. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I should put my gloves back on. Look at how much like graphite I get on the side of these. I really need to wash them. They're getting a little dirty. I'm gonna smudge pencil lead. Hey King, hello. Wait, I can't wave. I know Morningstar's an ads, so I'm like, I don't have a wave. I see you. Here, I'll wave in chat, actually. I can do that, I have a wave emote. If it'll let me do that, please. Hello? Oh, this is more trouble than it's worth, isn't it? There we go. I kind of messed up my little Pinterest box there, but that's fine. I got to wave. Okay. Let's try and figure this out a little better. I think I may have made the torso too tall last time. That's my guess. So if we extend that a little bit, that looks a little bit more like proportionate. A little bit better. We sketch that out there. Also, 4 a.m. Morningstar is crazy. Don't let me keep you up if you need to sleep. Feel like Australia time and Canada time don't like each other very much. Feel like there are not very many instances of the day where we're like both awake at the same time. I really am doing a lot more drawing than writing, but I feel like watching me try and write does not make a very interesting stream, so this is how we do it. And I am still like kind of thinking about lore while I do this. No, it sucks having online friends not in Australia. Aw. So I guess you kind of become the one who's forced to adjust their sleep schedule to see your online friends more. I remember that happening to a lot of people, kind of myself included, in quarantine, in the dreaded P word. Do people still get mad at you if you like bring it up now? Uh, but yeah, I feel like that happened not as bad to me. I knew people who like were friends with people in again other continents and like got it real bad, but my sleep schedule certainly took a hit. Okay, there, I like that pose a little better. I was so ready to try and come up with a new outfit, but we're actually going to use just like my standard one because this is for the story, for the storytelling. So we gotta use like the actual official Muffins outfits, which are behind my head currently. Here, let me move. Yeah, that one. That's the one we're using. Where am I? There we go. My non-existent schedule with occasional sleep. Oh no, you poor thing. I feel like so old whenever I talk about my sleep schedule because I do have like a pretty consistent one. But I will say the problem with like making anything a habit is that your body doesn't do as well without it. Which I'm like, I'm happy for myself that I get 8 hours of sleep like pretty much every night. That's good. I'm glad I'm being healthy. However, I don't enjoy the part where I feel like a grandmother who's like, all right, it's 9 o'clock, time to start winding down for bed. And it's gonna have to be sooner, very soon, because I'll be starting classes up again and having to wake up at like 6 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to go to bed at like 10 p.m. Yeah, I know whenever I try and stay up late, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna turn in. I'm tired, gang. I'm maybe a little bit dramatic. I can stay up late, but it does feel weird. Fair enough, yeah. Like, I like the part where I get 8 hours a night. I don't like the part where I have a hard time doing anything else. I think my body is just very routine oriented, so the moment I get it used to something, it's like, all right, we can't live without this now. I like sleep, I just hate going to bed. Yeah, understandable. Well, I'm happy to be your 4 a.m. entertainment morning star. What's with the little sun motif? It's very cute. Oh, it's a little charm on my belt loop. My VTuber always has like even in this iteration, my VTuber always has a sun something somewhere on them. And it's just because I like the sun. I have had it as like my little friend group symbol for a while. Um, I have a couple other good friends, and after a while we started doing like the sun, moon, and stars motif with each other. We all had like little matching necklaces with like a sun, a moon, and a star on them. And mine was always the sun. So I hold it dear. It's like kind of my thing now. So I put it on my VTuber. Although I also do have moon and star stuff on my VTuber a lot of the time. That's so cute, OMG. Yeah, I really like it. It's a nice little feature of me that gets to make its way into my VTuber design that I think is really awesome. Yeah, and the new VTuber design does also have moon and star earrings, so we kind of get to have all three, the full trifecta. But it's just a fun little motif I like to add. It gives a sense of like personal style and all that to the VTuber too, which I think is nice to have. Nice to have like an idea of how to design outfits for myself, I guess. Common shapes. So we've got this lovely one. I don't know. Everything I do with this lore story starts to feel very like allegory. Um, Nice little subtext, a metaphor for other things. So I feel that maybe I should just like lean into it a little bit. I went by Star Online for a long time, then people said it was too feminine and called me names, so I changed it to Morningstar. Calling you names for it is lame. You can be called whatever you want. Star doesn't fucking have a gender to it. But Morningstar does sound very nice too. Bullying is cringe. That's the truth. I think they're both very cool, so whatever you want to go by, I think is what you should go by. My little teethers. You're very satisfying to watch, Charles. Oh, thank you. I worry about it sometimes. I'm like, what if my streams are too boring? Like, what if my drawing's not interesting enough? So I really appreciate it. Maybe I'm just very self-conscious about everything. Yeah. So when we do the moment where Muffins is kind of revealing themselves to the people of the city, kind of choosing to connect and bring their existence to light, show them that they still have a little cryptid guardian, even if it's not the person they expect. I feel like it is kind of metaphorical for like streaming, putting your art, that kind of stuff out there, unsure of how it will be received. And I think that could be very cool for the little lore video. We could roll with that. We could have we'll have Muffins be very nervous about revealing themselves anywhere and, not sure how people are going to receive them, not sure if people are going to like them or what they do. All of that kind of anxiety that I don't know about you guys, but comes for me with meeting new people and any of that kind of putting myself out there. Um, Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm going for wholesome. I am going for wholesome because, I mean, I get told a lot that I'm very wholesome, so I want it to kind of match the vibes. Um, so yeah, they put themselves out there, not being sure how it'll be received, but then they are met with lots of support and love for what they do and the person that they are, and then that can inspire them to achieve their final form and cast out the I don't know what to call them, the evil capitalists who are trying to turn the city back into like an industrial haven. I think that's cute. I think for a VTuber, be the bullies, yeah. I think for like a VTuber, for a Twitch streamer, being powered, being fueled by your connections and your support from a community is very fitting. And then that can also like just be the lore about why I stream to keep the connection going and keep protecting the earth. I feel like my line art is very messy today. This paper, it just like doesn't like these pens as much as the other paper I've been using. I think might be part of it. I don't, it just doesn't really like pens that much. Weird. It's a lot better for pencils. It's got a bit of grit to it, and I think that's like the big reason why. I have line arted with like my black Posca pen before. We could do that. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. Have a lovely stream, Muffin. Sounds good. Thank you for dropping by, Morningstar. It was really nice to see you for a stream, and I hope you get a very good rest. Have a good night. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Where did my black Posca pen even go? It was here. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. We're good. We're gonna see if this goes any better. I feel like this one likes this paper just a little bit more, so I might be able to get slightly cleaner lines off of it. What if this paper has been like part of the issue all along and I just don't like drawing on this paper? I've found that to be like a very real thing for myself with traditional art lately, where a lot of it comes down to like whether or not I like the material I'm drawing on. Because my one like red concept art sketchbook that I was keeping for a while, like I hated that thing and I just wanted to be done with it because the paper just like wasn't pleasant at all to draw in. And then now that I've switched to that new Moleskine sketchbook, like I love that thing. The paper feels so nice. So I'm like, I'm wondering if this sketchbook is also a paper texture issue for me. I do want to finish it because it's a pretty nice book, but yeah, I do think I might be having some texture issues with the paper, and that's why I'm not loving drawing on it. Let's see. We only have like a small handful of pages left, so obviously we're gonna finish that up, but let's see what we've got. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Like 11 left. So yeah, certainly we'll finish that out, but I think we might be switching to another Moleskine sketchbook for this one just because I know I really like that paper. They're a little more expensive, but so far I would say they're worth it. I actually like drawing in them. I definitely want to get back into doing a little more style work, I think. I've become a little bit stagnant with my art style, and you guys are also very sweet about complimenting and supporting me and stuff, but I am not super happy with my art style right now, especially like when I do digital art. My traditional isn't too bad. I don't mind the way my traditional art is looking as of late, but yeah, my digital art, man, is a little rough. So I want to play with that a little bit more. Maybe do some workshopping. I don't know if I want to stream that off of my drawing tablet. You can see, because last time I tried to stream with my drawing tablet, it was freaking out and being unkind to me. That's a weird way to render that hand. Whatever. There's always room to improve no matter how much we love your art. Thank you, Mercer. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like, I think for the most part, I'm beyond the point where it's like, I hate my art, everything is wrong with my art, I need to fix it all right now, that I had a lot in like high school. But yeah, as you say, there's always room for improvement. There's always going to be things that I'm unhappy with where I say, like, I want to improve this. I want to get better in this. And I think that's, like, good. I think perhaps that saying that my art style is perfect and without flaw and will never need any improvement is a very stagnant mindset to have about it. And maybe it's, like, better to recognize that I have stuff that could use work. That's how we keep growing as artists. So I was thinking of maybe doing that as some form of video in the future. I think there's always room for balance with that. It's good to be proud of what you make, but it's also good to reflect and understand what you can improve and do better on. Because improvement is fun, improvement is good. Or if you're a hobbyist, just make art for fun. I'll always say that. So now that we kind of have the concept of muffins being like powered, fueled by the community of the people around them, I want to think about like how I'm visually going to represent that happening. I have some very fun like visual effects saved to this board that I think I might want to explore a little bit once we're done this sketch. Because remember, we're doing this animatic style, so there's only like so much animation that's happening. So I need like a very cool, fun, like visual way to represent it being fueled by the support. The more I talk over like what my ideas are for the story, the more I am feeling like I actually do have a really solid foundation for this. And I think perhaps like trying to overcomplicate it too much is gonna do me a disservice because I think the lore should be pretty easy to understand, especially for like newcomers to the page. I need to be able to give like a quick spiel about it and have it like very easy to understand right off the bat. So, I think if we try and go too crazy with it, then yeah, we'll get lost in the sauce. The point will be lost. And then there can be like room for expansions and stuff in the future, but what is with my hand rendering today, man? I'm gonna cover that up with something. That shit looks like AI did it. Ugh. I like how I just went off of it's good to be positive about your art spiel to like making gagging sounds at a hand I just drew. In my defense, the hand looks gross and awful. And I'm not so high and mighty that I can't recognize when I fuck something up. You guys want to play Webkins later? I'm like not sure how long this sketchbook is gonna take, but I'm like really tempted to just pop on Webkins for a little while when I'm done. I guess I'll see, because sometimes I have like big grand ambitions and I get like 3 hours in and I'm like, I'm fucking tired, I'm leaving. But we'll see. A little sketchbook wind down. Let's go probably play Pizza Palace on Webkins. We'll see. We'll see. Probably been enough days that I can talk about this now. Last time I did a Webkin stream, there was some fucker in chat who was trying to like compete with me for who liked Webkins more because I said that I had been playing Webkins for longer than them. And that was really funny. I found that very funny. It's a children's browser game. It is not a competition. I told that story to my family and they also found it very amusing. I don't tell them very much about my streaming. Like I tell them generals, but they don't know like that much about like in depth or like what I do on stream or what chat's like. But I told them that one. My mom was concerned that people were being mean to me in chat, and otherwise everyone found it funny. I had to clarify to her that I was not hurt by it, and I just found it funny that someone was trying to, like, have a dick measuring contest with me over who likes Webkins more. Muffin's getting bullied. It didn't really feel like bullying, to be honest. I'm like, certainly it's like, okay, I like Webkins, so I'm not like trying to be like super mean by saying this. I think Webkins is very fun, but you are competing with someone you don't know on the internet over who likes a children's browser game from the 2000s more. It's not that serious. Sup, my homies? How are y'all? Hello, Kaz. Welcome to stream. Cheers, cheers. I did drink my water. Thank you. We're doing some lore work. I'm drawing some muffins and rambling about what I'm thinking for the lore. What did you miss? Mostly just a little bit of sketchbook, and we're having fun. We're concepting. I'll run over the story again for you in a minute. Basically, I am just thinking about what the lore is going to be for my new VTuber model whenever I debut that. February 15th, 2026, when I debut it. I want to have a little lore video that's like 1 or 2 minutes long to play right before I finally show off the new VTuber to everyone. So that's kind of what we're working on. I'm thinking visually, basically, as we try and work through the story of what the lore is going to be. And the concept that we have for the lore so far that we've kind of worked out between my notes about it and my thinking aloud on this stream is that we're going to open on this like forest area that has been completely flattened to create a big like techie futuristic city. And the earth, the nature, the forest. We're going with a magical forest thing for it, basically. The forest gets mad that its land has been overtaken by this city, so it grows and it overtakes the city. And we have this really cool like mashup of high tech and nature living together in harmony. And in order to protect the piece of that city and the forest that has combined itself with the city, there are little cryptid guardians who I don't know where my purple pen went. We're gonna use dark blue. Who basically make themselves all scary and make people afraid to mess with the nature that is there. And that's kind of the lore as to like why cryptids exist in this universe. Um, but after a while, after all of the cryptids die out, they leave but one ancestor, and that one ancestor is Little Muffins. And Muffins is small and not all that scary, so they have a really hard time trying to protect the forest. And the people, or I guess probably like the descendants of the people who originally built the city, try to take it back to its glorious industrialized space and remove all the forest and the nature. And I'm thinking like the people of the city get really upset, they get really scared, they think that the guardians have left them, that there are no more guardians of the forest to protect them. And so because Muffins can't scare the I don't know what to call them, scare the bad guys away. Um, they instead decide to reveal themselves to the people of the city, and they're scared to do that. They're scared to make themselves known. But when they do, they are met with love and support from the people of the city that makes them feel much braver and much more powerful. And then we're going to use that bravery and that power to have like a fun final evolved magical girl style form where Muffins gets like, their cool anime final form, and they get to cast away the I don't know, the Monopoly men from the forest and keep it safe and living in harmony with the city and the people of the city. And so Muffins remains this little forest guardian, and they slash me stream to people in order to keep that connection going. That's pretty good. I've said the lore enough times that it's starting to like make sense to me and I'm liking it. That's the lore. That's the spiel. How did I do, chat? Definitely sounds like I'm getting the hang of it a little more, right? And so we're kind of just workshopping through like little images, little concepts for it. I'm going to be doing like some work on what some of the visual effects are going to be, all of that kind of thing. It's nice, but putting it all in one small vid sounds hard. I think it should be doable. We're gonna do it like animatic style. So it's gonna just be like, instead of, animating the whole thing, because that would actually probably take an entire year. Instead of animating the whole thing, I'm just going to be doing it like, each frame for what's important. So it's like kind of more of like a storybook that we're flipping through. And I think that sounds a lot more manageable. And then obviously I'll just fill in the gaps with like narration and stuff. So I think that it'll be achievable. We're gonna see. And yeah, so we're gonna work out some visual stylization so that I actually can simplify some stuff here so that we don't have to worry so much about it taking fucking forever. That's kind of the idea. Why don't we work with some paper here? It's about time. Let's see what I have. I do have like a whole Enchanted Forest paper pack we could look at. But I also like the kind of celestial vibe because I also use that for muffins a lot. I also have an entire pack of paint chips in here. That's fun. Maybe we use one of these down here. Pink chips, paint chips. Paint. Like these ones that you can get at hardware stores, where they're like sample colors for wall paint. They're free, and I often take advantage of that. We'll do like a little crowd of people here. My fat ass just wants chips. Oh, now that you say it, Kaz, I agree. I also want chips. What is the best flavor of chips, chat? What do we think? It's a good question. We in Canada have a brand of chips called Miss Vicky's. I think they are Canadian. I don't think I've seen them anywhere else. And that shit, so good. They're like kettle chips. Mwah. We don't call them chips, right? You call them crisps. You call them crisps in the UK. What's the best flavor of crisps, Mercer? Yep, chips are your fries. Yes, sour cream. Really? I don't like sour cream chips. I don't. I think the flavor of sour cream on a chip is weird. But to each their own. My brother loves sour cream, so I can't judge too hard. But we have a chip brand here called Miss Vicky's, and they're like kettle chips. Very good, very good. And specifically, Miss Vicky's make a spicy dill pickle flavor that is delicious. And my personal favorite flavor is lime and black pepper from that one. I'm kind of basic. I like classic flavors, like and vinegar, salt and vinegar. I presume, Mercer. Although spicy is good too. I feel like I have to be in a specific mood for the spicy chips, but they are very good. The spicy dill pickle, peak, even more peak, lime and black pepper. Delicious. I probably should have thought before using pencil on this, because I'm pretty sure when you try and erase pencil off of this, it just gets like really smudgy. Also, Pringles are fire. I agree. I really like Pringles. Pringles has had like some new specialty flavors. They had chili lime Pringles recently, and those were really, really good, but they were quite spicy. I feel like almost every flavor of chips is good except for cheese. That's fair. If I'm gonna have like a cheese chip, they have to be like Doritos. Nothing else is good. Okay, it erases all right. Once again, I should do this off the table so I don't shake the entire thing. Honestly, though, a lot of the time I think I'm more of a popcorn person than a chip person. I do still really like chips, but like popcorn just beats it out a little bit for me. For me, not even Doritos. You remember one time you were in the bus and someone behind you ate cheese chips and made you hate the flavor so much more? Aw. I think sometimes the smell of them can be like really bad. I mean, it depends on your reactivity to smells, but certain cheese smells are like actually kind of gross. For me, it's Parmesan cheese because the scent of Parmesan cheese is pretty much indistinguishable from the smell of vomit. And it grosses me out. Which, like, I really like Parmesan cheese, like, on things, but I don't want to just be, like, smelling Parmesan cheese, you know? That's my problem with it. And there is. You're more of a popcorn person. What kind of popcorn? I mean, I like cheesy popcorn. Sorry, Kaz. I really like a good like cheddar popcorn, cheese popcorn. But honestly, just like a basic butter popcorn, I think is the best. The store I work at, it's like in a mall, and we have a there's a pretzel place like right by our store. So people always get pretzels at the pretzel place and then come walk around our store, which would be all well and good, except that this pretzel place sells a Parmesan cheese pretzel, and it's very pungent. You can smell it. It's very strong, and people keep buying them. It must be a very popular flavor, and people keep buying them and walking around our store with them, and it's like it is not a good smell. It smells like hot barf. So I'm like, I can always tell when someone has a Parm cheese pretzel in the store, and I'm like, oh, I need to go to the back for a few minutes, man. Cheese popcorn, yeah, like cheesy popcorn. Like it's like a powder. This sounds really weird. It's like a seasoning powder, like the same way chips kind of have that like seasoning powder. It's a seasoning powder that goes on the popcorn that makes it cheesy, and I think it's good. Okay, there's my little crowd of people. My my glue tape. And I'm gonna have to look up if this place is only Canadian. Hold on. Oh, okay. So maybe you guys don't have this place other places too. I feel like every time I try and look up a company that I really like, I'm like, oh, it's Canadian. You guys wouldn't know what this is. We have a popcorn store called Colonel's Popcorn, and apparently it is Canadian. So I don't know if they have it in other places. We have a popcorn store called Colonel's Popcorn, and they have like a whole bunch of different flavors of popcorn, and most of them are very good. And they have like a white cheddar popcorn flavor that is probably my favorite flavored popcorn. They also have like barbecue ones, or like they have a pretty good dill one. They have good flavors, is the point I'm attempting to make here. I like lots from there. But the white cheddar is my favorite. Has been since I was a child. You guys ever had Chicago mix popcorn? It's like it's a mixture of cheddar cheese popcorn and caramel popcorn, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. If you have to be like a salty and sweet together, a savory and sweet together kind of person to enjoy it. I feel like because it is the savory sweet combo. But it's good. I'm actually not that much of a caramel popcorn enjoyer though. Like I like it. I like a little bit of caramel popcorn, but it gets really sweet for me really fast. So I can only have a little bit. So as a kid, whenever we got Chicago mix stuff, I would like have a little bit of the caramel and then I'd just like sit there and pick the cheese popcorn out of it. And I don't think anyone else minded because I think everyone else kind of preferred the caramel. Never had Chicago mix before, but the mix of sweet, salty, and cheese sounds weird to me. That's fair. It's not for everyone. I'm a big sweet and savory together kind of person. Saucy makes fun of me for it. Saucy doesn't get it. But I mean, I think my mom kind of liked similar flavors, so maybe just because she raised me, that's why I like a lot of that stuff. You redeemed hydrate like just as I was taking a sip of my water. I guess I'll have to take another one. Thanks, Kaz. Cheers. I think probably the weirdest like savory and sweet combination that I do is not always, but sometimes when I'm in the mood for it, I will put like a fried egg on a toast with jam. And I think that tastes really good. Like, I don't know, I never thought there was anything weird with it until I grew up and I made it in front of Saucy and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know, my mom always did this for me." So apparently that's weird. Apparently other people don't do that. But I think it's yummy. This is a really ugly speech bubble. This page feels very like non-crowded for a me sketchbook. Another thing that happens, I think, more frequently here is my dad, specifically my dad does this, but I've done it from time to time and it is good. Put syrup on his pierogies, specifically maple syrup, because we're Canadian, obviously. And I do think it's good. It's quite tasty, but it is another like sweet and savory combination. So again, if you don't like that, you probably won't like that. Won't like the maple syrup with the pierogies. A lot of Canadian stereotypes are exaggerated, but we do, in fact, put maple syrup on like a lot of things. Because maple syrup is yummy and we have so much of it. There we go. That's cute. I like that. So that's like kind of what the crowds will look like. I'm gonna maybe do like a similar silhouette for the evil businessmen. Let's see if I can find either another paint chip or we could do another paint chip. We'll do the dark crimson for the evil, even though that's like just the hold on. Let's see if I can get this on the screen. And then I need to it's like it's like just the muffin's hair color, but it's getting used for the evil in this one. Maybe I'll do this with pencil first before I start with the Sharpie. I'm back again. Welcome back, Kaz. We're drawing the silhouette of an evil man in a suit. I'm gonna have him pointing. It's like he's commanding a construction team to take the shit down. Destroy those plants. Boo nature. And then I think on the next page we can get into maybe like a little bit of city drawing. I typically do background design on my drawing tablet. I find it much easier to have like the nice perspective rulers and stuff to help me, but we can do a little bit of sketching for it here today. Forgot to give him an actual like silhouette of his face. Looks kind of not great. Good thing we're just concepting. Let's cut him out. Fortunately, I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Fortunately, I don't need to do any concepts for like Muffin's little rabbit hole because it's already designed. It's just what my background's gonna be um, for my streams. So that saves me a little bit of time there. Also, update on the dropped frames thing from the start of stream. We look to be doing better. 0.2% of dropped frames, which I can live with. We'll still probably play with like encoder and stuff later to try and figure out what the issue is, but okay, we're gonna need to get him a little finger to point with also. Let's just overlap him with the page again, I suppose. I don't know if you guys can actually see what I'm doing, but I'm like trying so hard to focus on this so it looks right. There we go. Now you guys can see again. Honestly, sometimes the way that these paint chips reflect light does just generally make it really hard to see. So I apologize for that. But they are like a nice solid color paper medium, so I appreciate them for that. Oh, looks like we're running ads right away here, so I might take just a quick break over ads. Trying to get up and move a little bit more so I get less tired on streams. I don't know if that actually looks like a pointer finger or if it's gonna look like he's flipping us off, but both are applicable, honestly. Both will work. There we go. And then, oh, I made the arm a little too wide. Let's fix that. Oh, there go the ads. Keep bonking my camera with my head. That's my bad. Sorry, gang. Okay, let's... Now I made the arm slightly too skinny. That's fine. We're gonna deal with it. Is it too long? It feels like it might be too long. Snip like a little off. There, that feels a little more reasonable. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I'm gonna go take like a minute. I'll be right back. See you guys soon. Okay, hello, I'm back. I hope you guys had a good ad. I'm all comfy in my chair again. Let me get my gloves back on. We have some room around here to do a little bit of design for like city and stuff, and then we can move over to the next page and do the part that I'm really excited about, which is kind of magic. I don't know what else to call it other than like magical girl design. But first, let me do this. I don't know, add some more fun visual pizzazz. I don't actually have very many stickers with me today, which is kind of unheard of, but we might have to make our own visual interest for the time being. Being able to layer over everything with the paint markers is very fun, and I do appreciate that. Maybe I should use these things more. I'm gonna draw like just a little skyline down here of what I think the city could look like. We'll start with like a nice little base of some buildings, some very tall buildings. Okay, have that be just like a little segment. That's a city. That looks like a skyline. And then we bring big tree. There's something so visually appealing and like so wonderful and fantastical about big tree. I have most certainly used big tree for stories before, and I will probably continue to because it's cool. Yeah, like this thing is absolutely massive. And we'll probably give it like a cool, fantastical color palette and stuff. Because I do want to like kind of combine the high techiness and the nature natureiness of it. Just because I have some like fun high techy elements in like my room design and in my VTuber, so I think it's appropriate to kind of combine the two. And they kind of just function in harmony. Wouldn't that be so ideal if that could happen, actually? They're like these big vine connectors between spots in the city. Stuff like that. Lots of moss on everything because I love moss. Something like that. That's kind of the vision down there. Let's bring out the Black Posca again and we'll outline that. Certainly could use some cleanup, but good to have an initial sketch. I feel like I don't concept with you guys enough. I always try and make finished stuff. I do a lot of concepting. This is a lot of what I do when I'm not streaming art. I'm gonna have to design like some fun, like high-tech, glowy billboards and stuff because I think they'd look really neat combined with all the plants, all the nature. Why isn't this the future we're working towards? Instead, we're just building fuck-ass AI. Beautiful. That looks like a mess, but I know what's going on there, so I'm happy with it. Yeah, let's design a big glowy billboard. Let's grab another Posca pen color. Let's grab the pink one. Like a kind of fun holographic billboard here. Oh, posture check. Good idea. Thanks, Kaz. I'll sit up a little straighter. Thank you, thank you. Should probably finish off my mug of matcha here too. It's cold at this point. Still tasty, but cold. Gang, can we believe that debut time is like just slightly over a month away? Because that is crazy to me. I am incredibly excited, perchance a little nervous, mostly excited. I've been waiting so long to show off the new model to you guys, so I'm very excited to finally be able to do so. And I've worked so long on it that I'm like, I must put it out to the world. But then at the same time, right, like I've been waiting so long. I'm like, oh, this needs to go perfectly. But I don't know. Honestly, I think maybe it's better if I look at it as a once I debut my new model. Obviously, we're gonna do the best to have like a really good debut. Um, but every stream past that with my model is still like a chance to make really good content with that model, obviously. I'm just excited. It kills me a little bit to not be able to show off the new model because I'm trying to keep it a surprise, which I think is good. I do want to have it be a surprise when I reveal it. I will say for that, I am going to post like probably a little short with it on TikTok and YouTube. When I am like maybe a couple weeks out from debuting it, but Discord will see it first. I will show Discord what the model looks like in action before I post that video. So this is your little like flashing sign, your little glowing billboard to go to the Discord. Greetings. Hi Zunu, welcome to stream. How are you today? Good to see you. We're doing some lore brainstorming for VTuber debut. It's very exciting. I'm having a great time. I hope you're having a good day too. They have like the little hover things. And then we'll wait for that to dry, and then I'm gonna grab some green and we're gonna put some plants on it. I've been getting good use out of these today. Lore, too much talk, back to lurking. Hello, Mr. Nocturnal. Didn't even know you were here. Welcome, welcome. We are doing VTuber lore. We're doing storytelling. I'll have to do a lore rundown again in a few minutes. Maybe when we start on the next page, we'll do another telling of the story. Because the more I say what the story is, the more like refined and developed it gets in my brain. You're good, Zuno. I'm glad to hear it. Very nice air outside, -20. Oh, Zuno, I'm sorry. I think we're pretty chilly here too. I don't know what it is. Oh, by my weather, it's -14 right now. It was -18 earlier. Peak crispy air. Yeah, I don't like it. I want it to be summer again. That's still wet. We're gonna leave that a little longer. Nice to meet you, Zuno, as always. Yes, yes. I mean, no, Zuno didn't even redeem. Hi, I'm new. There it is. Hi, Zuno. Very nice to meet you. Handshake, handshake. We're keeping that one. That redeem is making the jump to new VTuber. I am changing up the channel point redeems, by the way, for when I debut my new VTuber. All of the ones that you guys use a lot are staying. So there is no need to worry. You will still be able to hydrate spam me and say, hi, I'm new. And check my posture. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Mercer. Appreciated. And this, you're still going to be able to do this. Most of the stick things on my model ones are staying, and I am adding new stick things on my model ones. You will finally get the ability to make me bald. That's coming with the new redeems. What else do I have? I don't mind talking about these. You'll finally have the ability to make me bald. You'll be able to change my face, make me do like a couple of goofy faces. I'm gonna have a squeaky hammer one. You'll be able to bonk me. I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna do this before debut. You bald muffins. Well, don't say that. Thanks for the posture check, Kaz. I'll sit up straight again. I am going to finally be setting up the legendary VTuber extension that is Tits, aka Twitch integrated throwing system, so you can throw shit at me. So I'm very excited for that one. I think the only thing I'm gonna make throwable is muffins right now, but I might add more in the future. Do you have any other ones that I like aren't surprises for debut? I think those are like the big exciting ones. You can put like glasses and sunglasses on me. A lot of customizable stuff. I want to throw muffins and art supplies at you. Art supplies is a good idea too. I could. I'll see. I'll see. Maybe the art supplies will be a right away one. Maybe it'll be a future one. I'll have to decide when I'm setting up the program. I discovered today before stream when I was looking at the new VTuber, by the way, that I fucked up my tracking lost animation. So I have it right so my VTuber just kind of goes to sleep when I lose tracking. Um Thoughts on throwing blue shells at you, card PTSD fuel? That would be very funny, Mr. Nocturnal. If I do more Mario Kart streams, I could certainly set up blue shells for those. Uh, There's our fun, like, floaty billboard with some moss and vines on it. Maybe I will add some flowers once it dries also. I've completely lost my train of thought, god damn it. Oh right, I was talking about my idol. So when I lose tracking, I have it so my VTuber kind of just like does this on my new model. And I set that up. I set up the lost tracking animation before I did all of my tongue ringing, which I can stick my tongue out, so my tongue has ringing. Um, but I set that all up like before I put the tongue into the model. So it's not done properly with the sleeping animation. And I discovered today when it does my tracking loss animation, my tongue kind of just like goes crazy, like flicking in and out. I'm like, should probably fix that. It's funny, but I don't think I want it. I completed my prior task, so I have arrived. Saucy shows up just to bully. Yeah, yeah. Was your prior task Monster Hunter, Saucy? May I inquire? No judgment, I'm just curious. Yes, a good task. A worthy task. Nice. I really should finish that Monster Hunter game that I've been, like, working my way through. It was really fun. I think I just got stuck on a monster. It's like, I'm bored. It's a fun game, though. I feel like this is like a tried and true one for me, but I love drawing these little light posts and draping vines and stuff over them. The good old lamp post. Oh, I feel like we could make this like more high-techy though. It's definitely one of my favorite series. Oh yeah. Saucy known Monster Hunter lover. Is that my playlist? Is my playlist over? I'm gonna have to switch my playlist. Hold on. This one? Okay. We can skip the Tomodachi Life playlist. Let's go to this one, actually. This is a DS games playlist, so it opens with the DS launch sound. Let me put this in the pinned comment. I am very much vibing with this new keyboard. It feels so nice to click. Makes me very happy. I like that these lines just like can really successfully make things look high tech. Super easy. But obviously, because it is a muffins drawing, a muffins concept, everything will be brightly colored because I cannot live without bright colors. When keyboards sound good, click yes. Absolutely. And if you guys haven't been updated on it, I got a new keyboard for Christmas from our lovely Saucy, as well as new keycaps for it, and it sounds like raindrops when I click it, and I'm so happy. Attempts to jump again? Sorry, I just got a notification for my weather. Temperatures are apparently going up again next week. I've been enjoying. We've gotten like decently warm weather here, but it's also been snapping back and forth between like really cold and like pretty warm for winter, which I like it when it's warm. I don't like what the fucking pressure does to my head. Because I've been having so many headaches with all of the pressure changes. I would really appreciate if it could just perhaps pick a temperature and stay there. Because I don't like completely just losing a day to like waking up and it's like, oh, well, it's 4 degrees out, but my head fucking hurts. Miserable. Not a fun time. Would not recommend it. Oh, wait. Ooh, okay. So, this is a very specific thing I'm referencing. But on Twitch, you can have badge flare for your subscriber badge. And I'm only bringing this up. If you look in chat right now, and you look specifically at mine because technically because it's my channel, I have a tier 3 subscription. You can see that I have like a few extra stars on my sub badge, and that's like my badge flare. I, for the new VTuber debut, made custom badge flare for my badges. And on the badge flare, the badge flare is like a little vine that curls around the corner of the badge, and it has little stars blooming from it at tier 3. So I'm like, holy shit, I can that's covered by my references. I can make the vines. That. Very exciting. Cool. Yeah. I don't know, I just get very excited whenever I can like reincorporate even little things like that. It makes me very, very happy. There's page 1 of some lore brainstorming. I'm gonna let it sit there and like breathe for a minute so that the paint dries and it doesn't like stick when I flip it over. Uh yeah. So how's everyone doing? How has everyone's days been? I'm gonna have another sip of water. I should finish up my drink as well. This shouldn't take too long to dry, but I hope you're enjoying the sounds of me stirring my matcha. I am losing tracking a lot now. I think my camera just keeps getting in my face. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. There we go. All things considered, vibes. Currently feeding dinosaurs. That's a great vibe. I think dinosaurs are lovely and we should all strive to feed more dinosaurs. What's your favorite dinosaur? What's the best dinosaur? I have an answer to this question, that's why I ask. We'll flip it over. Yeah. Oh, my tracking was going so well, and now it just like doesn't want to. Does not feel like it. I'm gonna, if I switch myself over this way a little bit, I should have slightly better tracking, and then I can just move that. And we'll see if that does any better. And we're using this specific Miku, this like very angelic Miku, to reference for my little magical transformation drawing, which is going to be like the big center of this page. I have some ideas. I've been thinking about this. It's been, Pong. It's been doing Pong in my mind. My favorites are Theriznosauruses because they look very huggable, but they're also violent murder chickens. Basically, all things you want in a homie. They are very cool and they have a funny name, so I support that. We sell we sell at the store I work with like a plastic, like vinyl plastic Theriznosaurus figurine, and he has movable arms. And he's kind of looking to one side, so he's very funny because if you put his arms all the way down to his side, he kind of just looks like he's giving you a sassy little look with his hands on his hips, and it's very funny. I'm a big fan of that guy. My favorite dinosaur is perhaps a little more basic, but it's a Brontosaurus or a Brachiosaurus. I like the long neck boys. Either one of them are good. And then I also really like Ankylosauruses. I think those guys are nice. I think those are probably my favorite. But there are lots of good dinosaurs. I just like dinosaurs. All right. Oh, and I said I was gonna give like a lore rundown for everyone who newly dropped into the stream so that you can get caught up with like what the storytelling process is and that I can have another run through to refine the lore in my brain. The big boy is very fair and Yankees are good and I like Yankee lore. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna clear my throat. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I'm gonna have to go fill that up soon. Carcharodontosaurus the goat. I don't think I actually know what that one looks like, Mercer. I'm looking it up. Carcharodontosaurus. Whoa, look at him. He's big. That just looks like a bigger T-Rex. That's neat. I like him. I'm learning today. I'm learning about new dinosaurs. You gotta play Ark Survival to know. Well, a bunch of people I know have been playing Ark, so I am familiar with. I think everyone's becoming more familiar with new dinosaurs. I don't get to be the dinosaur person anymore. Gave me real PTSD there. I had a bad experience with one of them. Is that how it goes for most people? You got the coolest looking Jack Carter that my friend read for me. Oh no, the Arc Talk is something. Another game that I don't play and don't know very much about. I just know that it's basically like dinosaur life simulator. I've had bad experiences with most dinos on Ark. Gotta get good, Mr. Nocturnal. You gotta get the big guy. So I'm thinking that I really want to give this design wings, and I'm hoping that that's not like a little bit overkill. I just think that wings are cool and like the ultimate show of like an evolved form. Oh yeah, I was gonna before we started talking about dinos, I was gonna do the lore rundown. Oh, it's okay. Dinos are a good distraction. Okay. So, the rundown is there is there is a city. The city is built on top of a mythical magical forest. But the forest has been completely flattened to make way for this super high tech, sort of sci-fi, I guess almost cyberpunky city. Super high tech. Very cool, very nice. But yes, they have entirely flattened a very magical forest in order to put the city in place. Um, so one day, the forest has had enough of the city's bullshit. Thank you. I've been delivered matzo sticks. That's not part of the lore. That just happened to me, and I'm very appreciative. Um, One day, the forest has had enough of the city's bullshit, and it takes over again. It grows like crazy. It overtakes. It puts like this big tree in the middle of this city and renders all of its like big industrialist goals useless. Because now it's just like a city that exists in harmony with nature. And for the most part, all of like the interesting tech of the city lives in harmony with the very magical forest. In order to keep it that way, in order to keep the peace and keep everything together, there are guardians of the forest that also come to be, and these guardians all take the form of like cryptids. And that's going to be the role of the cryptids in the story, is as guardians of the forest. And most cryptids, obviously, are very spooky, scary. And they kind of use that to keep people from fucking with the forest. Because if you fuck with the forest, they're gonna get you. And they kind of work in the shadows, and they're a force to be feared. But the people who live happily in the city are very grateful for them because they know that the scary cryptids keep them safe. But after a while, all of the cryptids are going to, die off and leave but one little cryptid in their legacy who will be Muffins. Um, and because Muffins isn't particularly scary, the cryptids don't have as much control over the forest anymore because Muffins can't really scare away the evil Monopoly men who are trying to take it back over. And so the people who want to turn the city back into the industrial hub of old start to take over again, and the people who live in the city are upset and afraid, and they think that the forest guardians have disappeared for good and they're on their own. Um, and so Muffins, realizing that they cannot guard the forest on their own, they're not scary enough or strong enough to keep these people away. Instead, they reveal themselves to the people of the city. And they're very nervous, they're very afraid that they're not going to be accepted and that the people are going to just be mad at them and unhappy with them. But instead, they're met with warmth and love and support from their community, which gives them the power and strength to go final form mode and kick the shit out of the Monopoly men who are trying to take down the harmony of the forest and the city. And then from there on out, Muffins likes to connect with people through like streams and art and stuff to keep their hold and keep their watchful eye over the forest. I really like it. Thank you, Mercer. I think I'm at a point where I'm like, this works. I like it. I'm very happy with it. So we're doing pretty good. And I have the ears back. I always have a lot of stuff going on in my heads, or on my head, in my head too, but on the head of my VTuber. I've got horns and ears and a lot of hair. So it's like kind of trying to find a balancing act between like what I want to do for everything. Who does the bite of 87 in this lore? Oh, well that's gonna be revealed later, Mr. Nocturnal. We gotta keep some things to secret. I mean, Muffins is like the only named character in this lore. I think that's kind of the problem. It's me, I did the bite of 87. It's also really weird talking about myself in the third person. Trying to figure out the hair for this is also weird because I do want it to be bigger hair, but I still want it to be like in the style that my hair is. It's more of like just a short haircut for Muffins. My hair IRL is like kind of more of a mullet. I'm kind of leaning in more of the mullet here because I don't know. I like my androgyny. I cling to my androgyny very hard, especially on my VTuber model. I say I still have a pretty feminine model, but I like the mullet. The mullet looks really epic. So we're keeping that. And then the question is like what do I want to do for outfit? Like this feels like something that warrants a very simplified pose because we've already got so much going on between the wings, ears, horns, tail, and hair. Um, so it feels like we don't need to do anything too complicated. I could do bare feet. I do have rabbit paws, and I feel like I need to have at least one design that shows them off because they're covered everywhere else. I literally only gave myself rabbit paws because I didn't want to draw feet on my VTuber model. But they might actually be coming into play now. Okay, now I don't know what else to do. Now I'm stuck for the rest of the outfit. Make custom rabbit sandals. Oh, I think I'm good with this. Oh, hydrate. I gotta get more water, Kaz. Give me 1 second. I need to fill up my cup anyway, so I'll be like right back. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. That's a good call, Kaz. I do need to hydrate. My throat is a little parched from all that explaining. Sip, sip. I also have matzo sticks. You can kind of see the plate over here. I'm gonna eat those as well. I need a snack. I'm also looking forward to the fact that the new model doesn't look like I'm chewing with my mouth open every time I eat food. I have V-Bridger, so it has way better like jaw tracking, so it can actually just tell that I'm chewing on something. Okay, I do really like the little rings around the ankles that designs like this do. And I've certainly made designs like this before. I think they look really neat. I think we could probably get something similar going for this. And then yeah, this one has like kind of just a bodysuit. I think that idea is probably also best for this. I know in this one, the wing, like the reference I'm using, the wings are her pigtails, which is super sick for Miku. Makes a lot of sense. Not as much for me. So the wings are going to be from the back. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen someone do like a bone wings design before. I feel like they're pretty cool and like pretty common at this point. I kind of want to do that, but like with antlers. It's jackalope, obviously. And then I don't know. I don't know what material I want the clothes to be made of. That's I think the problem. We could do something naturey. We could lean a little more celestial, because I obviously do like the sun, moon, and star motifs. I think either could be really good, really strong. I think the sun, moon, star motif might feel a little more angelic if I do it, which isn't a bad thing. I kind of like the angelic vibe for being like a forest guardian. Could do like a moon shape kind of there. We're not going to see very much of this model, so I'm okay to get like a general design and then have it be like subject to change. Because I think at some point, if we do, since we're making like the magical evolved muffins form a part of the lore, I would at some point like to have a model of this, but that's gonna be like maybe for an anniversary or like a sub goal or something like that stream. Um, so I'm happy to get like a general one today and then evolve it for the future. I do kind of like doing like that. We can kind of mimic the rabbit ear shape and make that like super glowy. I might have to take this into digital art at some point and refine it because I do have a color palette in mind for it, but I would have to do it digitally to get that color palette. Have these kind of like just pieces of light make up the outfit, I think is really cool. Uh, they kind of feel like rays of the sun, which is sort of what I'm going for here. And then we have like little star trails here. I mean, actually, what if we did it like this? Instead of doing that there, we could have like a star piece like here, and then have that be the trail of the shooting star. Yeah, that's better. I really like that. I have this as like a moon shape here on the chest. Can kind of layer them like that. And then these little pieces of light that are around the ankles and wrists and stuff, we could make the little sun shapes that I use for everything. I like that. That's actually really cool. I think simple is better here. If we just stick with like the simple kind of bits of light wrapped around. Her little guardian muffins, very pretty, very nice. And I'll do the face in a second. What are we thinking, gang? Do you like it? I'm having a snack. Hold on. mm. Posture check. Good idea, Kaz. Thank you. I will sit up straight. I'm gonna have a sip of water too, even though you didn't ask. It's hard to find stuff not to like, muffins. Well, you're very kind, Mercer. I just like to review because it is like a thing for my community, so I gotta make sure the community's into it. I think I may have accidentally created a new obsession for myself today. I will have you know. This design is very wonderful, and I can already tell I'm going to find myself drawing it a lot. So that's at least a good sign because it means it'll get a lot of work. I'll think about it a lot, but as if I needed another obsession. I don't know. I think being really obsessed with drawing my VTuber a lot and very excited about it is a good thing. Probably not a controversial opinion. It's probably good that I really like the way my VTuber looks. I like the big piece of hair at the front, even if that's like stupid and practical. It's magical, it doesn't need to be practical. If it's magic, it can be whatever I want. I'm vibing hard. I feel like we've made really good progress today. I went into this like, especially like yesterday, because I did start my brainstorming yesterday. I went into this like, so like, I have the idea of making them a forest guardian and literally nothing else. What the fuck am I gonna do for this lore? I really like the story I have. We have a really amazing design for it, and I am excited to work on it. So that is really good. That's huge progress. Oh wait, no. I don't have human ears. What the fuck am I doing? No. I'll have to color over that. Bunny ears only. And the bunny ears are also going to be like the light strips as well. So we'll have to do some effects with those when I finally go to color them. We'll use the Posca pens again. So I'll probably get started animaticking this right away. Feels like my pen's kind of running out of ink. That is not good. Yeah, it's had better days. It's kind of acting up on me. That's not good. I would like you to survive for a little longer so I can finish line arting this, please. Okay, I might need to switch pens. This one is not happy with me today. Or at least, like, just right now. It's been doing good for most of the day. I wonder if I could knock out the rest of this with a calligraphy pen. I think this one still has a decent amount of ink. And I'm just hoping that it doesn't decide to die on us. Probably a little lower on ink than I would have really liked it to be, but it's working. And again, I think the texture of the paper is just like putting me off with this. I don't like it as much. Newly discovered today, and I'm shocked I didn't realize this before, that I do think I just have a problem with the texture of the paper in this sketchbook. Just not as nice. Oh god, yeah, fuck this. Using just like this actual gel pen I used to write in my journals and stuff. See if this works any better. I think that's not bad. I can live with that. Still really, like, just not great. Pens just do not like this book, man. Not on my hand drawing game today. They're all gonna look bad. We're just gonna have to accept that for today and move on. Okay. These wings are gonna be a menace to add to the model, I can tell you that right now, but I think it's gonna be worth it because I think they're gonna look cool. They kind of just look like dragon wings right now, but that's kind of neat. I like the dragon wings. We'll leave them at that. I'm gonna do more work with them later, but just probably on my own time. We've been going for like getting close to 3 hours, so that's where like my ability to devote a bunch of attention to art in one session starts to kind of fade. I don't know, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I can draw for a really long time, but I think a lot of my sketchbook sessions, especially just because of like where my time constraints are at now, end up being a lot shorter. So I like get to a point where I'm like, and I'm done. I'm done drawing. And that's okay. Breaks are good. I'm probably not going to draw all of the other wing right now just because I want the design to be a little more clear. And then we can go play fucking Pizza Palace on Webkins for a little bit to unwind before I'm done for the day and I'm gonna go edit VODs and do some voiceovers and stuff. Yeah, this sketchbook hates every single pen that I'm trying to put in it right now. This sucks. This sucks so bad. I think this is also part of what is thinning my patience at the moment. The line art has just gotten like scratchier and scratchier here. Oh, paper, why are you like this? Why don't you like any of my pens? Why are you so mean to me? I think certainly the annoyance with this paper is also shortening my ability to focus on drawing. Blame the paper. Horror artist blames their tools and all that, but this paper is actually fucking shit. Okay, I might be being a little harsh on it. It's good paper, just not for the mediums I'm trying to use on it. I think that's the problem. There we go. That's the best we're gonna get for the line art. I'm gonna have a little more matzo stick. Every now and then the artist is right and the tools are in fact trash. Yeah, exactly. Nothing is a monolith, even that saying. Sometimes the tools fucking suck. There is something about, like, the hair getting so fucking huge that does feel, very My Little Pony Equestria Girls to me. But I loved that shit growing up, so that's cool to me too. I think it's the combination of, like, me getting wings and the hair getting huge. I'll just add like some base color for today and we'll leave it at that. I am very happy with what we've been able to come up with, so. Okay, check this shit out. I wish I knew where my purple pen was. I would be using that too. We're gonna add pink. Pink to the design. And yellow and orange. Yeah. Obviously, I'll be able to do like a way better color palette for this digitally, which I will do later. Might be a free time thing for me. But hey, I'm liking it so far. I think it looks really good. It has gotten very messy, but again, I'm blaming the tools for that. I think this is honestly a very good peek behind the curtain in like how I concept stuff. Because I don't do a lot of concepting on stream. I really probably should do more because I think concept art is interesting. And it's kind of like my whole thing. So maybe it'd be interesting to do a little more of that. I think this would be a little better, perhaps, with the colors that I actually have in mind to use, but this is like as close as I'm going to be able to get with it. So we're going to be okay with that for today. And I still think it looks cute, and you get like a good idea of what the vision for this design is kind of going to be. Very light, very fun, very cool, lots of lighting effects. I probably will still incorporate my tattoo sleeve. I'm fucking done with that line art pen and I don't want to draw anymore with it. So we're gonna be happy with this for today. That is kind of the vision there. And I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys like the story that I'm getting at with everything here. I do. Oh fuck, I forgot to do the tail! That's actually important. Same thing with the tail. We're gonna do a similar gradient on it. Tail is important. We love my big fluffy tail. There we go. 'Tis much better. I'll probably send a nice little thing to the Discord whenever I do a cleaned up version of this, so you guys can all see the vision refined. But I had a lot of fun concept arting today. That was very cool. And it's only 12:44 and I still have some energy in me, so let's go play some Webkins for a little bit, shall we? I'm just gonna clean up my bags here. Now that is Magical Girl. Yeah, it is very cool. I do really like it. Despite the grief the book has given me, I am very happy with this design, and I'm happy to do more with it. Very exciting. And yeah, as always, you can join the Discord if you want like more pictures of stuff. I'm certainly going to be doing more work on this there. Yeah. All right, let's go cool down with some Webkins, shall we? Gonna toss this back in the drawer. Do a little cleanup now so I don't have to stress about my desk later because it was bad last time. Okay. Where's my mouse? Should probably go back to this before I completely put away my camera. I'm so tiny. I need to adjust this for the new desk. The centered settings are still for a different layout. Okay. Move that back here. Oh, thank you for the hydrate reminder, Kaz. Cheers, cheers. Where is it? I reorganized my desktop and now I don't know where shit is. There it is. I'm gonna log in where you can't see it so no one steals my username or password. And I better change my stream info so no one actually hops in expecting VTuber lore. Because we are done. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. And now gotta dock my windows correctly and we can go to here. I think it's still set up for Webkins. I just have to make sure it's capturing the right thing, turn that on. Can move this away. Good. Okay. And put me in the corner. Very good. We have Makoto here, who we adopted last time on stream we played Webkins. Her room is still non-existent. We need to save up some more money. I have already done most of my daily activities today, so Apologies, you're not gonna see much of that, and it doesn't look like there's anything new since last I checked. So we're just gonna play games. Perhaps in the tournament arena for a little bit of extra cash. We should check the stadium to see if there's anything here. That was the wrong button. Why is it taking so long? There we go. Oh, there's one starting really soon. It's pro cooking though, and I don't think I have anyone that's qualified for it. That's so sad. Okay, tournament arena time. I think we should play Zaki's Quest. This one is basically just Frogger, except there's like level progression in it. It's not just like infinite. Excuse me, there's a goal you're trying to get to with it. And I am gonna turn the sound off for this. Nope, that doesn't actually do anything. That's crazy. Anyway, I've never actually made it to the end of it because I am not good at it. But we're playing it today because I want to. It is still fun, and I would eventually like to get to the end. Why is this so much louder than everything else? I'm gonna need to go into like individual window settings and turn webkins down. Holy. And the bird fucking snatches you, so you're not supposed to run into that. Yippee webkins. The webkin streams, as always, I think are just more indulgent for me, but I did a good job in my sketchbook today, so I have earned some webkins. And I know I had some people follow off of the webkin stream, so evidently there are at least some people there who do out there who do like webkins and will be willing to come play webkins with me. Yay, extra try. That's why we eat all the veggies, by the way, because they give you more points, and then you can get additional tries. Fuck. How is that not on the log? Immediately wasted the extra try. Putting the new keyboard to good use here. I don't know how much longer we'll go. Maybe till like 1:30 here, so another like little over a half hour, 40 minutes. Honestly, it'll depend on how far I get in my games today. Because I might play Pizza Palace after this, because Pizza Palace is the best Webkins game. Why do I hear bird noises? The birds aren't moving. Okay. I hate it here. I hate it here, chat. That was a little bit scary. I'm like way more locked in on this than I should be. I'm trying to think of like stories and stuff to tell so you're not just listening to my fucking Zaki's Quest commentary because I don't think that's that interesting. But I am so unbelievably locked in that I am having trouble thinking of anything. God damn it. I'm not even doing that well. Alright, alright, alright. Earl full-on just jumped on my back this morning. There we go. Okay, it's over. Also, it's really loud, and I want to find a way to fix that. Let me go to my sound controls. Earl, the cat, full-on jumped on my back this morning. I was, like, just sitting on the ground, and she just jumped. She just jumped on me. She just stood on my shoulders for a little bit, tried to use me to climb up onto a counter. Um, volume mixture. There it is. Okay, Webkins. Yeah, you need to be at like half. You're up here, you need to be down here. Lock in, bro, you got this. Thank you, but I'm not very good at that game. Let's play some Webkins Rally, shall we? I like this one. This one's fun. This is a car game. A car game that I'm like halfway decent in. I can like fairly consistently win this one. Look at the little guy driving the little car. Look at him. Woo. There we go. That volume's way better. I don't have a little gremlin screaming in my ear. Look at that. I wish I was this good at driving in real life. If only. Too locked in. Oh god. Every time I say I'm locking in, I do something to fuck up. It's embarrassing. I need to stop. Oh man, we had the funniest thing. I say funny, I would qualify this more under, I guess, like strangest thing happened at work yesterday. Um, so this wasn't me at the till, this was one of my coworkers, but I did in fact watch it happen. Uh, these customers like were trying to buy something. It's the Lego set, I think. It doesn't really matter. The fuck? No, the trick didn't work. They were trying to buy a Lego set or something, I think. We're gonna play Pizza Palace. And, you know, they had it up at till, they were purchasing it, and my coworker, like, you know, put the transaction through on the little pin pad thing, the little POS machine, and they just, like, turned around and walked away. They didn't say anything, they didn't say, sorry, that's too much money for us. They just, without a word, turned around and walked away. It was crazy. I feel like this is appropriate music. This is the Cooking Mama music. And like I've never had like that specifically happen. Like I've definitely had customers before decide that whatever they're buying was too much money, didn't read the price tag, whatever, whatever. Get there, figure out how much it costs, and say like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was that much. I'm gonna put it back," and that's fine. It happens to the best of us, man. Uh, but yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, they just like turned around and left. I'm like, that's not how you do that. Because like we don't know. Like what if you're just gonna go get your wallet? Like tell us something. I put it back on the shelf. I was very grumpy about it. Ah, the joys of retail. Speaking of working service jobs, play Service Job Simulator. Why are they always so fun? Why are the like work a food service job games always so enjoyable? Because I feel like if I actually worked food service, I would hate my life so much. I did work food service for a while. I worked at like just a frozen yogurt parlor for a little while, and I hated my life so fucking much while I was there. But then I do this, I'm like, wee, food service. It's so enjoyable. I don't know why. It's just satisfying. And this is like, I think, one of the best food service games, like anywhere, not just on Webkins, anywhere. It's really fun. I like being able to chain all my commands together. It's a lot like Diner Dash, which is a classic. I don't think you can even play Diner Dash anymore, like in its original form, which is very sad. I had a Diner Dash spin-off on my dad's iPad when I was a kid, called Hotel Dash, and that shit was so much fun. I loved it. And yeah, you can't get it anymore. It's very sad because I miss that game. So I guess this is all I got. I just gotta play good old Pizza Palace, which is okay. I like Pizza Palace. And it earns me money for my webkins, which is also important. Because I know 9,000 kins cash seems like a lot. It's not very much money and we need more. Uh, I blew all of my money on making a Christmas cabin for my pets, and now Christmas is over, so I'm not using it anymore. And I have rooms to decorate. It's my favorite game, or this is my favorite game. I have a spreadsheet developed dedicated to it. Goddamn, I can't talk and play at the same time. That is dedication, and I respect it. It is also my favorite. I do not have a spreadsheet dedicated to it. I just read the wiki guide for it sometimes. I think I'm like one level away from beating it. I'm really annoyed that I haven't beat it yet, but something always fucking happens. Also, welcome to stream. I feel like I'm slowly turning into a webkin streamer. We just finished up some sketchbook concept work, and now I'm playing some webkins because I like webkins. Hey. I know people have like specific orders that they buy things in for this game also. I know that's like a big part of it. So you get to judge my strategy of the order I buy shit in. Please be kind. It works for me. It works for me as long as I don't fuck up the levels. That's when we start getting in some trouble. I think the last time I played this on stream, I messed it up so bad too. It was embarrassing. Why did the pineapple not click? Excuse me. It's getting late, so I gotta go get some food. Thanks for the stream muffins. No problem, Mercer. Have a great night. Enjoy your food. Have a good dinner. Thank you for dropping by. It's nice seeing you. Why are my ingredients not clicking? Stupid game. Work. I need a better gaming mouse so I can game harder for Pizza Palace. I'm kind of vibing to this music too. This shit's awesome. Although I feel like I could make like a full playlist of Cooking Mama music, and that would be peak for this game. We're gonna see how much. Typically, you can get like a few $100 off of this game. It's one of the more profitable games on Webkins. Very nice. I would like to make my pets stop sleeping in like unfurnished, like just bare drywall rooms. I feel a little bad about that. Beautiful. Okay. One more round and then we should be able to buy a new topping station, which is what I'm gonna do next. Topping station and then I buy the second oven. Okay, let's go. I try to embrace the slowness of the early levels because I'm like, oh, I know if you like play games like this a lot, right? Then the slow stuff feels boring. I'm like, oh, I'm so bored. It's so easy and slow. But then the moment it gets busy, I'm like, you miss it. You miss the slow. You must enjoy it while it lasts. Ooh. I'm gonna do that. This does not work out nicely with my oven, so we're just gonna have to hope that these finish up in time. Oh yeah, we'll be good. Okay, that one, and then we'll just have to wait a few seconds for the cheese pizza. And that's fine. And that's okay. Okay. Oh, it's getting busy. Oh no, now I feel behind. Okay, that goes in. Make another half. I just about... that is tomatoes. Okay, I thought I pressed the wrong one for a minute. It's already getting overwhelming, and I don't think my commentary is helping me. Okay, get that in there. Toppings. Okay. Okay. I feel good about this. The stress can't get to me. I swear. I swear I'm not stressed. Maybe I should have done that in the other order, but it's fine. We made goal. And then we're just gonna hope this is done quick so I can get a good tip from this guy. Please, please. And I'll probably log off after this round of Pizza Palace. I am starting to get a little tired. I'm starting to feel it. So we'll probably wrap up decently soon here. And then, yeah. And then, yeah. I don't actually know when my next stream is going to be. I haven't planned that part out yet. But we'll figure that out. I start classes next week, so I do actually have to work around my classes again, so I'll see what that looks like. We'll do some planning. I'll let you guys know on the Discord. And I've been trying to post them on Blue Sky again as well. Oh, this is in the music. I was like, is this an ad? Why do I hear a voice? This is just a part of this song. It's been a long time since I've listened to this playlist, so I kind of forget what's on here, and I get some nice little surprises. Okay, where are we at? And then we'll need to clear the oven for the big pizza. It's so tempting to put the other ones in, but if I don't wait for the big pizza, then I'm gonna lose a bunch of money on the big pizza. I feel more behind than I actually am. We're good. That's this one. Okay, that, get pepperoni on that, get pineapple on that. Yippee. No, don't be sad. Be happy. Your pizzas are done. I saw that one go like one stage less happy right before I delivered the pizza. That's lost tips. That's lost money. No. Oh, this guy too. No. It's not actually that bad, but I don't like it. It's slightly longer. I have to wait to get stuff. That's fine. We're still pretty on track to get our second oven. We should be able to get it next level if we pass it, which God, it's level 7, I hope. It should not be stressing me out as much as it is. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, hold on, can you wait like half an hour-ish? Because I'm gonna record voiceovers after. And I know what happened last time the washing machine was run. It hit voiceovers. Okay. You. Sorry, Saucy was there asking if you could turn. Oh God, my pizzas! Saucy was there asking if you could turn on the washing machine. I'm gonna have him wait so that I can record my voiceovers without fucking up my mic. Hello, Demon Slayer. Welcome. Came from your TikTok. Glad I can actually watch a stream now. Welcome. I'm so glad people have been coming from my TikToks and like enjoying them and stuff. I'm not as confident about my short form stuff, honestly. I don't think I'm as good at short form, but insecurity aside, I'm really glad you've been enjoying it, and thank you so much for coming to stream. It's nice to see you here. Ah. Oh, hydrate. Can I wait until I've done my pizzas? I I said at the beginning of this level too that it would be really embarrassing if I lost this level. I think I'm gonna lose this level. But it's not my fault. It's Saucy's. It's Saucy's fault, I swear. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, two hydrates, two hy- No, no, that wasn't ready for the. Okay, no, that's just the. Okay. Technically, that's fine, but it does mean that we're gonna have to spend longer on this one. Oh God, it's all a disaster. It's awful. It's awful. Stop. No, no. That's six hydrates I have to do once I finish my pizzas, and I lose. Now the alerts queue has to catch up. Okay. Deep breath. I'm gonna finish the pizza, and then we're gonna drink a bunch of water. You must hydrate. Okay, that is 6 individual hydrate redeems. I have a little over half of my glass of water left. I'm just gonna finish this. That's what the alerts queue is still going. Just turn on the sink and gulp it all down. I'm not turning on the sink, but I will finish this glass of water. Cheers. You've all done this to me. There we go. Saucy can confirm that I just drank the full glass of water. And he's going to get me more water. How kind of him. Well, that was fun. Demon Slayer, I hope that's a fun introduction to stream for you. If we get too many more regular chatters, I am gonna have to put a redeem limit on hydrate. You guys are gonna drown me one of these days. Thank you.
You have 3 hydrates.
I have 3 more hydrates? What do you mean?
I think that half a glass was worth about.
He's not confirming. He's making me drink more. Fine. There we go. There's the rest of the hydrates. According to Saucy. Saucy has been satiated. Might come back next time you stream. You seem very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm not sure what next stream is. Typically, I try to know so I can tell you guys, but I have not planned that far ahead. I always post stream schedules in the Discord, and I'm trying to get better at posting them on my Blue Sky as well. If you want links for those, they're in panels. Ugh. My insides feel cold because of how much water I just drank. Is that a good thing? I feel like that's not a good thing. Well, thank you for the head pats. Thank you very much, Demon Slayer. Close my eyes, I gotta focus. This one. Okay, and then I think it's 3 cheese pizzas. What is going? Saucy is like dancing around the room with my Blahaj shark. I don't know what's going on here. I'm being distracted. He's doing it on purpose. Needless to say, I don't think this is gonna be my best Pizza Palace run. I think that we're gonna just like see. I'm probably not gonna make it past any of the hard stuff. It's already fallen apart, but is what it is. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Always during Pizza Palace. We were having this discussion last time I played Pizza Palace too. My nose started itching like crazy mid-round. I think it's doing it on purpose to fuck with me. Okay. Do we think I'm gonna make it? I think I'll be good on this one, but you never know. It's scary sometimes. I don't know. I think I've already. Excuse me? That was weird. I think I've already surrendered to the fact that this is not the Pizza Palace run. This one's not going to be that good. I can afford my second oven, though. That's pretty good. That's a weird thing that my dock did. I don't know what happened there, and we'll start upgrading all the stuff. I typically do this, and then I upgrade one of my ovens next. Is typically more important to have speedy ovens. Okay, do that. I don't think this should be a surprise to absolutely anyone, but it is in fact harder to play this game while trying to give commentary and talk. Why? What? What did I do? Is this a comment about the pineapples that I'm missing? Why so many penguins? Oh, because penguins are wonderful. I thought you were insulted by the pineapple. Which one is this? It's that one. Well, now we have 3 of these dogs in a row. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, I should have put the big one on the faster pizza maker, but can't undo it now. I'm fucking stressed, man. Are we gonna get a third goose? Three gooses in a row? This one's just in. Oh, needs one more topping. No, it's a penguin. Oh, and I need to make another half. Okay. There's the third goose. I'm missing out on some tips for that big pizza. That's a little sad, but it's fine. We will recover. I need... That was a lucky guess on my part. I didn't actually remember what pizza shape was the last one. Okay, and these are 2 with everything on it. The geese might be my favorite. The geese are pretty awesome. I think geese are pretty neat in general. They're just like the normal white geese. They're not the fantastic beauty that is the Canadian goose, though. Webkins actually does have a Canadian goose pet, and I do in fact have enough like points to adopt it. I've been putting it off because I need to come up with a name for it, and I don't know what to name my silly goose guy. Well, that level went a lot more smoothly. I must see them. I can show you them after we're done this game. They look a little more realistic than that goose, but they're still pretty excellent. Maybe I should start brainstorming some names so we can adopt that guy at some point. Because that's really the only thing that is stopping me from adopting the goose, is just that I don't know what I'm gonna call him. Name the goose Oblong. That's pretty good. I do like that. They are oblong. It's just fact. Okay. I'm getting stressed about pizzas again. The truth of working food service is coming through once again. Okay, this would take a really long time, but how would you guys feel about us 100%ing all of the Papa's food games? Because I've like kind of really been wanting to do it, but it would take so damn long. But it'd be fun. I loved those games as kids, or as a kid. I was only ever one child. I know that Papa's Freezeria was like the main one everyone played when I was a kid. I played a lot of Papa's Hot Doggeria because it took place at a baseball stadium, and I like baseball. But there are many games in that series, and I feel like it might be fun to play a lot of them. Giving me flashbacks to my childhood, that's what I'm here to do. That's like I feel like 90% of the games I play anymore are just because they make me feel nostalgic for my childhood and I like it. Because I do feel that like every other day I remember a game I used to play as a kid. I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to play that again. We had a new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii when I was a kid, and I saw someone playing it on a stream the other day. I was like, oh man, I really want to play that again. I think our Wii like still works, so I could actually play it on my Wii, and that might be fun. But we'll have to see. That might be a me thing because I'm really really bad at Mario. Oh, posture check, thank you. Kaz, you always like seem to be able to psychically tell whenever I'm slouching. Because I can confirm that I was in fact slouching. I miss my Wii. I gotta get another one. They're pretty hard to come by anymore, aren't they? I wish you luck. A lot of those old consoles, right, are kind of hard to find. I feel very lucky that my childhood Wii like still works. I think some of our discs have seen better days. I don't think our Wii Sports disc works anymore, but the Wii itself does, which is pretty impressive. I also had a Wii. It was so damn peak, right? They were so awesome. The console. I always remember Wii Play, like the tank game on Wii Play. My brother and I played that one so much. It was so fun. I shockingly still have my childhood 3DS. That's awesome. Does it still work? Is it in like okay condition? I don't think anyone's childhood DS is gonna be like mint, but I remember rubbing a lot of toothpaste against the disc in hopes that it would work again. Oh yeah, the like desperate trying to clean it off. Like please, please just be too much dust on the disc. Oh, tragedy. Why did I just put that on the cutting board? Whatever, whatever, it's fine. We're doing that one next. I played a lot of Mario Kart. I was a big fan of Mario Kart on the Wii. Shockingly works. You've been playing Super Smash for the DS. That's awesome. I was very, very generously given like I would say pretty much brand new condition DSi last year. It was very sweet. I was very touched. It's by one of Saucy's relatives who didn't use it anymore. And yeah, it was like pretty much brand new. I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the thing because I have the DS, but I don't have very many cartridges for the DS. Um, so I gotta figure out, but it just makes me so happy to be able to actually play games on a DS because it's just a fun little handheld to be able to play on. I'm very happy about it. The analog stick has seen way better days, but it still works. Yippee, that's so awesome. Yeah, I love the DSs. They're so fun. Nintendo really cooked with that one. I'm sad that they don't make them anymore. I love Tomodachi Life for the 3DS. Oh my god, me too. I'm a huge Tomodachi Life fan, Kaz. I think that's one of the big ones that I want to see if I can find like a cartridge for that'll work. Because I love Tomodachi Life. We are going to be playing the hell out of some Tomodachi Life when it releases, which actually I think is pretty soon. I think it's supposed to be sometime this, like early this year. So I'm very excited for the new Tomodachi Life, needless to say. I want them to bring the DS back. I kind of do too. I miss when Pokemon games were affordable, man. Are you gonna get the new Tomodachi Life? Of course I am. I am so excited for it. I've been hyped for it since it was announced. I watched the Nintendo Direct where it was announced, and if I wasn't on the train when I watched that, I would have been screaming. I was so excited. Love me some Tomodachi Life. We're also going to be playing the new Animal Crossing update, which I actually need to be on top of because I think that releases really soon. But I was going to check out the new one on stream, the new update for Animal Crossing on stream as well, because I'm excited for that. Ah, I think my playlist ended. That was the wrong topping. That was not what I was supposed to put on there. It feels really empty with no music. I guess I could turn this back on. Yes, I would love to watch you stream it if you do. Okay, yes, I will absolutely be playing the new Tomodachi Life. I am unbelievably excited for it. I hope that it has similar customization to when they brought Miitopia to the Switch. Ooh, the update does come out soon. I'm so happy about that. I'm really excited to see what they do with it because I really didn't expect that we would be getting any more Crossing updates. So I am looking forward to see what they do. I'm a little less excited that they made a Nintendo Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing. That's very like I like money to me, but it's Nintendo. What else did we expect? But I'm looking forward to the update overall. I'm excited to see what they add. So I will probably be streaming that. I think it comes out on a Thursday, so I don't know if I can stream it like day of release, but we will see. Damn it! Ah, so close. 2026 and the Switch is eating a feast. It sure is. I mean, I'm glad that they're still making stuff for it and they haven't completely abandoned it yet. All right, are you ready to see the goose? Isn't he excellent? Yes. So yeah, I can adopt him. Maybe we will do a stream with him. He has like a little extra pixel on his beak. How precious. And his pet specific items. He comes with a fucking maple syrup tapping tree and a waffle with maple syrup. He is so Canadian and I love that for him. Why won't you face me? There we go. How do I make you like emote? I don't know. There he is. Very beautiful. I have no music, and I don't like that. Oh, ads. It's on to my fishing playlist. Oh, he wants to go for a swim. This one always wants to swim. Little, I guess salamander. That makes sense actually. Okay. Oh, he's literally already in the pool. What do you mean? Can you please go for a swim? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna let the ads finish up and then we'll probably wrap stream. It's about 1:30 here, so I'm gonna go record my voiceovers and stuff. Do I have any other coins to sell? I don't. I have one of these we can open though. Excellent. Thank you. Free food. Actually, what I want to do, I don't know. We can go do this real quick. I'm gonna go play supermodels. Find me an opponent. This game fucking slaps. Oh my god, it's another penguin. There's another one. It's not letting me click the next button. There we go. Chloe, my icon. Did you give yourself the nickname Bay on webcams? I gave myself the nickname Bay. It doesn't just randomly decide to call me Bay. I inputted that. So basically, each item is worth a certain amount of points to each judge, but you don't know how much each item is worth, so you kind of have to like figure out by what they say in the reviews what items to use to make them like you. That makes sense. That's how it works. You can make the ugliest fucking outfit and they can still like it, and it's fantastic. Oh, he didn't like that, even though he gave me the highest point total. He said no to that. Let's try the blue bow. Seem to like the blue bow on the other model. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they like the blue bow. They're into the blue bow. Okay, yeah, they like the blue bow. We know that. They didn't seem to mind this shirt. And then, I don't know, let's just do black jeans. Someone call the fashion police. And it's Ty. We'll do that, the jersey, and I don't know, maybe that. I do pick on vibes. I tend to try and make the clothes look nice, but oh, he doesn't like it. Oh no. Uh, well, now they're not giving me anything I know that they like. Let's do like that. They like it. Yeah, okay, we win. That's all that was. All done. Okay, let's go put the boy to bed, and then we will probably log off for today. I'm ready to be done here. Where's your room? There we go. Good night. Okay. Oh, I'm tidying in my desk. Help! Hold on. Hold on. There we go. All right. That is going to be that for today. I don't know when I'm streaming next. For sure next Sunday. I don't know if I will be streaming before that. Oh, a hydrate for the road. Thank you, Kaz. So, for sure, I will be streaming again next Sunday. Potentially another stream in between then, but I will have to see how my schedule plays out. You can find all of the info about that, as always, on Discord. I'll try and remember to post it on Blue Sky. I'm not always great about that, but I'm trying to get better. And I try to update my stream schedule below in Twitch as well, which will have everything like localized to your time, which is nice too. That was actually nice to sit down and join the stream. It was very nice having you here, Demon Slayer. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's the big thing there. Don't know what we're doing next. Probably more sketching. See y'all next time. See y'all. Okay, it's not y'all, it's y'all. Next time, my homies. Thank you, Kaz. Um I'm trying to run through all my things, but now I'm distracted. Yeah, so Discord, if you want to join, down below, you can click the panel that says Discord. It'll take you there. And that's how you can get notifications for streams and also stream schedules if you're interested in those. And I also post my art and stuff there. I am also on YouTube and TikTok if you want short form. And I think that's all I've got for you today. Oh, right, one more thing, because I'm mentioning this at the end of all my streams now. I am debuting my new VTuber model on February 15th, 2026. So I'm getting that in everyone's head so y'all know to be there for the new VTuber. That is everything. Bye-bye, hug your plushies. That goes for all of you in chat too. Hug your plushies. I will give Blahaj a very big hug once I'm done stream. All right. Thank you everyone so much for being here. I had a really fun day today and I hope you did too. Um Hope you all have a great rest of your day and a great week ahead. Stay tuned. I will post that stream schedule, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!